put my meeting notes. If anybody has their vision board that they want to share, you guys can send it to me. I have Jody's. Thank you, Jody. I think I have my sister's too. Do I have yours, Stacy?
I also have mine pulled up on my screen if you want me to show it. I don't know if that's easier.
No, you know why? Because most people only watch me. They don't
Oh,
watch.
right. Okay. No problem. I understand.
I would say yes, but most people, from what I hear, it's just speaker, not gallery.
That's the Zoom teacher in me.
I know. I need to learn how to do that.
Oh, it's so easy. A student taught me how to do it. I didn't know how to do it. It's so easy.
Yeah, I need to learn, because when I do my macros 101 meetings, I want to be able to like pull something up and say, and this is how you do this. It'll be so much easier. Stacy, I'm pulling yours up. Mike's home, which means the dogs are about to bark. All right, I got Stacy's, Jody's. We're gonna give it another 2 minutes. See who else comes on. At least he's home now and the dogs won't bark when he gets there. Like when we start our meeting. My allergies are driving me crazy today. If you hear me sniffing, I'm not sick. All right, another minute and we're gonna go ahead and get started. I know people are like finishing up dinner and mine's in the air fryer. All right, it's 7:04. I am gonna go ahead and get started. Hi, everyone. So let me start the meeting off by saying that this is our second to last meeting of this challenge. Because, or is it right? What's today? Today is the 6th, 7th, 8th. Today's the 8th. Thank you. We have the 15th and our next challenge starts on the 19th. So this is the second to last one. So it's not our wrap-up challenge yet. I mean, a wrap-up meeting yet. It's been a long day. Hence why I'm wearing my glasses. But I do want to talk about a couple of things. So remember I talked about how there will be a winner of the challenge, $200. The weigh-in that counts for that $200 is Monday's weigh-in. Because that makes you guys all held more accountable over the weekend. In case you screw up, you can't say, oh, but I can weigh in on Monday for the last weigh-in. Doesn't work like that. So Monday will be the final weigh-in. It is done by weight loss percentage, just like the Biggest Loser. So everybody is created equally. If you only had 4 pounds to lose, or if you had 15 pounds to lose, to whatever the percentage is. And that person gets $200 cash. And I Venmo it to you, Zelle it to you, whatever it is. The step challenge ends that same day. No, step challenge ends on Friday. So if you're doing the step challenge, I will need your total steps. Even though you've been sending me every week, I need your total steps sent to me by Monday after the challenge ends. I'm going to be sending out update forms for everybody that is staying on, and pretty much everybody's staying on. So I'm going to send out, I'm not going to send out, I'm going to put in the important announcements group. Shred Tribe update, moving on to the next challenge, whatever I'm going to call it. please make sure you fill that out, because that's how I'm going to update your profile for your next challenge. And it's going to ask you questions like, what groups do you want to see, or anything like that. Please make sure you guys use the fields. Don't just say, everything's great, I love it. I need to give me constructive criticism. That's the only way we're going to grow, right? Or the group's going to grow, the tribe's going to grow. I do want to let you guys know now, as of January, this meeting is going to be moved to 7:30. So it's going to be a little bit later, because I have something that I have to be at 5:45, and I don't think I'm going to make it home on time for the 7. And I have to do this. It's part of my taping thing. So it's 7:30, starting our first meeting in January. And I'll be posting about it. I will remind you guys. If I find that 7:15 works, I'll let you guys know after we start going to 7:30. Plus, this past challenge, I feel like people have been asking me to go a little bit later because they're not getting home. And I don't know if it's because it's getting darker out earlier. I don't know. But we'll see how things go. I have my pajama bottoms on, by the way, in case you guys saw that. Okay, so I just want to let you guys know that. What else I want to tell you before we start? Oh, I posted in the group today the Shred Tribe gear. A couple of people responded to me. Everything's half off until, what did I say, the end of to the next challenge or something? I can't remember what I said. But if you're going to send me, if you want anything, it's going to go out this week or the beginning of next week. For those that bought gift certificates for friends or family that are doing the challenge, I sent out the gift certificates today. You guys should have gotten them in the mail, in the email with the people's names on it that you were doing it for. So make sure you guys check your emails. All right, so who wants to share their vision board first? Jody. Okay, so before we start, Jody's gonna start, then my sister's gonna go, and then I need one more person that's willing to share their vision board, if they did it or not. It was homework, but we're not in school, so who knows who did it or not. However, I just want to mention to you guys, if you did not do a vision board, I do a new vision board every new challenge, and I put new goals on there. And when we achieve a goal, we move on. I make a new one, and I do that for everything, for business, for personal. So it's really important to do a vision board. It helps you stay focused and centered on your goals. Okay. That being said, I'm going to pull up Jody's. I just did that update to my phone. So like everything is like, oh, and did you know you can do this now? And oh, did you know to do this now? I'm like, stop, I don't care.
While you're bringing it up, can I just say a little background before?
Sure.
Okay, I'm with Shannon 16 months now. I started my journey 16 months ago, and I did do a vision board when I first started. And it was where I wanted to be, goals that I wanted to achieve in my first few months of being with Shannon in the Shed Tribe. And I achieved a lot of those goals. So my vision board that I created now is more of a reminder for me of what I've done so far and what I want to continue doing, because I'm right now home injured and I can't walk, I can't exercise, I can't work. And I was getting really down and depressed for about 2 weeks. I stopped tracking. I wasn't doing anything. And Shannon, I said, get back on tracking, get back on program. And Shannon and I had a little pep chat. And now my vision board, I made it up, is a reminder of what I've succeeded, what I've done, and where I want to be again. Because the only way I'm going to get back to myself is by continuing to track, even though I'm bedridden. And
now, before I show your vision board, can I show them the other picture?
Sure, I'm an open book.
The one with your niece.
Sure.
Okay. So I just don't remember the year. So you'll have to say the year, okay?
Okay. This is 21 years ago. When my niece was 21, my sister
How crazy is
was right there.
Get her now.
I was 325 pounds then.
325 then. She didn't lose that weight with me. She lost a lot of weight with me, but she's did it on her own. But I just think that's amazing, because no matter where you start in your journey with me or on your own, it is such a huge, huge, huge accomplishment.
Thank you. I could be back there tomorrow at 325. That's why I have to track every day. And even though I'm with you 16 months, I still wake up every morning and put in my food for the day. every single day. Even there's some days I might not eat exactly everything, but then the next day I do it all over again.
That's the key to success. Listen, I lost 100 pounds tracking macros. I've been doing it for 13 years. You know when I don't do it. That is the key to success.
Yes, I'm almost up to 40 pounds. I've been fighting, trying to get from 38 pounds, 39 pounds. I'm trying to hit 40 pounds down. Almost.
You will.
Thank you. I will.
All right, so I'm going to bring this up, okay?
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Okay, so in the top left, I have a couch potato because that's where I would be if I was not tracking right now while I'm home. And then in the top right, that's me at work, because the only way I'm going to get back to work is to get healthy again. And here is me on one of my walks, because 16 months ago, I was doing 0 exercise. And I've been doing so much walking. I won 3-step challenges, July, August, and September. And I went from 0 exercise to having the most steps. And here I am working out, getting some muscles. 52 years, I never, ever, ever worked out in my life. So I want to get back there again. And here I think it says live healthy lifestyle, regularly exercise, reduce stress. And I can't read the other one on the bottom.
Drink plenty of water.
Drink plenty of water, which I do. And then there I just have a picture of my family, because I just want my life back. And the only way I'm going to have my life back is if I continue tracking and continue with the Shred Tribe.
And look at that smile on your face in that picture.
And that's my husband and my son.
Yes, I love that. And I loved your overview of everything and how you explained it.
So this is my vision board reminder.
You are a true Shred Tribe badass. And I'm so proud of you and your accomplishments. Great job.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Shannon.
You're welcome. You're welcome. She even joins the band workouts from her chair.
A chair.
And if it's a day that we're doing heavy legs, she just won't join, but she'll do it on her own. But if we're doing both, when we're doing legs, she does upper body still. That is commitment. That is focus. That is dedication, because she could have been like, you know what, screw it. I can't do upper body and lower body, or I can't do lower body. I'm not going to do it. So you should be super proud of yourself.
Thank you.
All right, Stacy.
Yes.
I am going to bring you up, although I see a picture of mom and dad on here, not me, but that's okay. All right. So my sister's known me for 48 years. Yes. And well, because I'm 48. Not hers. And she just decided to get into this because she came to visit me, and we were working on my closet for a day. In case anybody doesn't remember that, when my sister came down and we were working on my closet, and I gave in to her, and all of a sudden she decided to give in to me. So here you go.
Yeah, I kind of got fed up with the way I was living. I had kidney cancer, and they removed kidney. And I just felt like I lost everything. I had no energy, no motivation. And I felt like I was like not there for my family doing what I wanted to do. So this one's my family. And each person has something special coming up that got me to want to do it. My son's going to graduate college, and my daughter's going to get married. They're both doing it the same year within a few months apart. So it was a good motivator to get me started. And then my parents are in the picture. And yeah.
Parents too, by the way.
Yeah. Which I come to Florida once a year in the summer to see everybody. And then the top is my husband, my puppy Lucky, and my son Max. And then that's a butterfly represents a lot in our life. So I included that. And then
butterflies.
I need to do that. I'm going to do it with you next summer.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and that's my son and his girlfriend, and they graduate next summer, not this summer, but the following. So I gave myself enough time to lose the weight I need to lose, so I don't feel frantic about it. But honestly, every time I say this feels like magic, because I can't believe how well it works. So
when you work it, it works.
Yeah, I do most of my planning like days ahead. Like I'll plan 5 days at a time. Because I think if I do it every day, it would feel like it would be overwhelming to me. But by doing it all like a few days at once, it's kind of nice. And I can change things.
Opposite of everybody else in the entire world. I could not imagine sitting down and doing 5 days of food macros. But she'll message me on Sunday and say, can you look through Thursday? And I'm like, what? Like I go
Yeah.
day by day, but I still track and I plan, but she does it for
Yeah.
4 or 5 days in advance, which is awesome.
And I guess I'm different than everybody else. I don't like the really big bottle. It throws me off, or the really little bottle. I drink 3.5 of these and I'm like, okay, 3.5 I can handle.
Yeah, that's how I am. The big bottles that say you have to drink to here, drink to here, drink to here, that's very overwhelming to me. I know I need to drink how many bottles of regular water a
Yeah.
day, and I get it done, but I'm the same way.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you.
Thank you for joining the Shred Tribe finally. Getting healthy. It's not even about losing the weight, it's about getting healthy, getting in the healthy mindset. Because our mom has type 2 diabetes. So we both are predispositioned for that. My dad has heart disease, and so we all have that. And my brother used to be overweight also, and he decided to get healthy as well. So he doesn't do it the right way, but that's okay. Anyway. Okay, so who else wants to share? Does anyone else want to share their vision board? Oh, that makes me so sad. Okay, so if nobody else wants to share their vision board, I am going to move on to our meeting topic. So our meeting topic is about lowering your body fat percentage and tips that can help you lower your body fat. So the first thing I want to say, you will not see your body fat move on the scale. So get it out of your head. The number one sign of dropping body fat is your body shrinking and your clothes getting bigger. Who can raise their hand and say that they can relate to that? That they may not be losing a lot of weight, but man, those inches are going down. Well, inches is not just air. Inches is freaking body fat. Don't you wonder where it's going if you're not seeing it on the scale? Like, aren't you like, how is it possible that my clothes are getting smaller? People are telling me I'm looking smaller, but the scale's not moving as much as I think it should be. That's body fat. And body fat, there's like a bug in here. And body fat takes a long time to make a huge change in numbers, but you see it faster in your body. So you might be 28% at one time, and then a month later, it might only be 27.4, but that's huge in terms of body fat percent. Nobody is going to go from 28% to 20% like that. To get under 22 or 24% body fat is super challenging. Now, everybody gets confused between, this bug's gonna drive me crazy. Everybody gets confused between BMI and body fat. BMI is your height to weight ratio. It's what you weigh, period, by how tall you are, period. So it says that I am medically overweight. Well, obviously I'm not. My body fat is 16.7%. So although my BMI is super high because I have a lot of muscle, your muscle weighs the same as fat. But if the BMI scale doesn't know what part of your body is fat and muscle. And I've talked about this when I went to try to get health insurance, they had to come out and see me to make sure that I actually wasn't overweight. So when you're talking about body fat percent, I'm so afraid hold on, let me see how much time I have left on my battery. I might have to run downstairs and get my battery. So when we're talking about body fat percent, you're not going to drop body fat percent by just doing cardio. Cardio bunnies, which we see all the time, are thin, but their body fat's like 30-something%. I see it all the time. In order to drop body fat, you have to do a couple of things. First thing is you have to do HIIT sessions. So you got to get your heart rate up. You got to get your heart rate down. You got to go back and forth between, let's say, and I hate to say burpees because I don't like burpees, but walkouts, pop jacks, jump squats, jumping jacks, anything that's going to get your heart rate up, and then go right into something lifting, maybe, band workout or strength workout. That's the number one thing that's going to get your fat down, your body fat down. Not climbing the stairs, not walking on the treadmill, not taking walks outside. Those are all great for weight loss. They're all your scale is gonna change if you're doing that. But if you want your body fat to go down, and you could be 160 or 70 pounds, your body fat could be 40%, believe it or not. Because you're not losing body fat, you're losing just weight on the scale, which means you're burning muscle. You're not building any muscle. That's where we start to get osteoporosis. That's where you start to hunch. So you really want to be mindful of that. The old people that say, oh, I can hit something wrong and I'll break a bone. That's because they probably never lifted when they were younger, or not even younger, but any age. They probably never lifted anything. And it's super, super important. So HIIT sessions are super important. Lifting weights, strength training with bands is super important. If you are currently doing band workouts with me, starting in January, we're incorporating lightweight. So you can go to Below 5 or Five Below, any of those stores. I wish I could ship you dumbbells. I can't. It would cost more money. But our Five Below has more 3s, 5s, 7s, and 8s than you could possibly think of. And they have kettlebells that are 10 and 12 and 15. If you don't have a Five Below, go to Marshall's. They have them in the fitness section. And they are full now. Target has them. I'm not saying you need to get 12, 15, 20 pounds. But if you're going to start, if you want to continue, you can do our workouts with just the bands. But I am going to say, okay, we're going to grab dumbbells now. At that point, if you want to grab dumbbells, you can, or you can use your band. But it's going to make a difference. You're going to see it. So when you lower your body fat, you achieve a slimmer, toned look that you're looking for. You're going to get an increased energy. You're going to improve your posture. You're going to feel more agile, and it's just going to make you feel generally better. That's why everybody says to me, I know my scale has moved a lot, but man, my energy is up. Man, I feel really good. I know I've only lost 7 pounds, but it's crazy how great I feel. That's why you're losing body fat. But if you don't start and take an in-body test or a body fat test right away, you'll have nothing to compare it to as you keep going. So that is the one thing I decided to start telling everybody when they start a new challenge is to get your body fat tested. In 7 to 8 weeks, you can lose maybe 0.5% or something, which is great. That's huge. I think my body fat from May till October, it went from 19% to 16.7 or 18.9 or 18.8 or whatever it was. It didn't go down huge, but it made a huge difference. So those are things you want to think about. Okay. The reasons why you want to drop body fat is if you have high body fat, you are more at risk for all those diseases that we talked about with my sister. So Keith asked me where you can go get a body fat or an in-body. If you are near any Orange Theory Fitness in the world, they charge $15 to $20, I think, for it. I don't know if it's some places charge more than that or not. I used to pay, I think, $40 before we got ours at Orange Theory. And you can get obsessed with it. So I used to do it every single Saturday. And now I don't do it except every new challenge with you guys. If your body fat's too low, which there are people in here that need to think about that as well, because they think that they need to be 6, 7, 8%. It will cause a decrease in muscle mass. It'll cause heart problems. It'll cause brain and nervous system disorders, and you'll be in a vitamin deficit, and you don't want that. So anything over 32% for women and 25% for men is thought of as obese. That's body fat percent. That's not even BMI. So even though there's people that look like they're super skinny, they're not, because their body fat percent so high. Those people that talk about that come in, they weigh like 130 pounds, but their body fat's super high. I know you guys all know somebody like that. A good percent level, 25 to 31 for women, 18 to 24 for men. So let me grab my notes. The way that you eat. So when we track macros, I just want to look at my battery. When we track macros, I have 5% battery life, but it's our 26 minutes too. So when we track macros, I give you guys that 10 gram over under 4 to 6 for fats. If you're now focusing on body fat, get it out of your head. I touched on this the end of the last meeting. You now have to stay almost within exactly what I tell you. That's how I track my macros. If I look at my numbers for today, I am literally 1 gram over in my carbs. My fats, I'm under by 2, and my proteins, I'm over by 2. So there is no more of that 10. That was a given, because that's when you first start losing weight, you need to learn how to do macros, and you want to have that big gap so you have that room. But as you start learning how to do it more and you want to get tighter, that's the only way you're going to do it. It's not me changing your macros. It's you tightening your macros. And it's not only about if it fits your macros. I can't stand that website, IIFYM. I wish that website would just disappear, because those people on that website will eat licorice, Swedish fish, drink wine, have Pop-Tarts to hit their macros. That is not learning how to eat. That is not changing your lifestyle journey. That is just playing the system. And that's not why you're here. And if it is why you're here, maybe I need to refund you, because I'm not about you just hitting your numbers. I want you guys to change your lifestyle. I'm coaching you to have a better life, have a more fulfilled life, to have a longevity of life. Eating Pop-Tarts is not going to do that for you. I talk about the cop that was in here, the sheriff. Every night she was having wine. And I was like, wow, you drink wine every night when you get off shift? It must be really crazy. She goes, no, but I need to hit my carbs. So I was like, great. So I changed you from being a foodaholic to an alcoholic, basically. So we nipped that in the bud. So that's not what it's about. So if you feel like you need to tighten it in more, tighten it in more. If you start posting stuff that, wow, this fits my macros, I'm going to call you out and I'm going to say, yeah, but look at the carbs, look at the fats. Is that really what you want to eat? Because I will look at stuff and people will say to me, you can eat this, look at it, just put in your numbers. I'm like, yeah, but that's shit. That's not healthy. I like to eat whole foods. I like to eat things that make me feel good. So keep that in mind. That's one way that you are going to start tightening in the reins. You can do that. Resistance training, we talked about. High intensity training, hitting your macros consistently. Remember, you can't outrun your fork. You put it in your mouth, it's there. Don't get on the treadmill because you just ate a piece of cake. It's not going to work. Or people say to me all the time, you do 15 spin classes a week, you can probably eat anything you want. No, I can't. I'll be 240 pounds again if I decided to do that. Because you can't work out a crappy diet. Don't do it. It doesn't work. I've tried. I promise you, I have tried. I've listened to those people. You know what? You're right. I taught 3 spin classes this morning in one day. I'm going to eat this. And then I'm miserable because then the scale goes up the next day. It doesn't work. If you want to accelerate fat loss, it is important to hit your macros, carbohydrates, protein, and fats consistently. Not Monday through Friday. Not, I'm going to take a day off. It's every day. Consistency is key. Checking my thing, 3%. I'm going to hit this all the way. Manage your stress levels. I've talked about this. That will help you. I know that's not always easy. Think about your food choices, your fiber-rich vegetables, your lean proteins, your slow digesting carbs. That will help you keep you full, and that will manage your blood sugar, which will help you slim down. I talk about this all the time. It's in my ebook. High cortisol levels, which is caused by fat and not sleeping good, is what's going to increase your fat, not the scale per se, your body fat. And I'm trying to differentiate that so you guys all understand that. Lack of sleep increases your stress hormone, your cortisol, which will trigger your body to conserve energy. Energy is also known as body fat. And that being said, I was teaching every single morning at like 4 a.m., getting up for that. And because my goals have changed and I really want to get my body fat down, I have different goals. I am not replacing any classes on Mondays and Thursday mornings so that I can get more sleep in. So I get to sleep in till like 6:30, which is amazing for me. So all those things you need to put together to drop body fat, not necessarily the scale. Everybody understand that? The scale is just a tool. Your clothing, the pictures I tell you guys to take, to compare. If you're not taking pictures, you are doing yourself a disservice. You see them, I post them all the time. A lot of times I'll say, this is only 5 pounds, but holy moly, look at the inches. That is body fat. That's what you want. My scale hasn't moved in a year, but my body fat went down. We started this year, I was buying size 6'8" Lululemon. I bought size 4 Lululemon, but my scale has not moved. So I want you guys to really try to get that in your head before you message me and say, well, I've only lost 7 pounds, but my clothes are really baggy. Well, your clothes are really baggy, then they're good. That's what you want. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys go before my laptop dies. I can smell my sweet potato fries. Did I count it out? My 13 tonight, because that's all I have left. I'm gonna savor every single one. So hopefully Mike didn't grab one out of the air fryer because I'll cry because I literally counted them. If anybody wants to talk about anything on the side, I'll be more than happy to answer it for you. Just message me. If you are doing month to month or session to session, your payment is due by the 12th, so I can work on your next session. I'm pretty sure everybody pretty much bought the Black Friday and we're moving forward. So I hope you guys, and some of you are like 6 sessions in a row or 5 more to go. So you guys are with me for a long time. I put in the Shred Tribe meetup group. If there's a month that works for you guys, it's probably going to be in the summer. So let me know. I would love for it when my sister is visiting that we can all go up. So we might try to plan it around that. But otherwise it's going to be in the summer, I think, because Orlando's expensive otherwise. All right. Everybody have an amazing night. Hopefully we'll have more people for this Shred Tribe retreat this year. I think we had 15 or 18 last year. It's super fun. I'll give you guys more information as we go through. And if you want to talk about anything, just reach out to me. Everybody have an amazing night and always be badass. I'll see you guys on Saturday for the workout. Bye, everyone.